4-track guy.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Not 4-track man?
Man's nephew.
Oh.
It's 4-track man's nephew.
Okay.
It's 4-track guy.
Once again.
Yeah. I'm the 4-track man's nephew. He asked me to fill in for him. Announce this new episode of Raw Impressions. Which is great because I'm a big fan.
He's a big fan.
Big fan of Raw Impressions. Been wondering though, why only one episode a week? Came to expect them many music Mondays and Tiny Tunes Tuesdays. I came to expect the mini music Mondays, the Tiny Tunes Tuesdays.
We're failing y'all.
There's good reasons.
Like I said, I'm a big fan.
We've got a few reasons. Yeah.
And they're all different. All the reasons are different.
True.
Doing
Yeah.
that, you're only doing one episode a week. What's going on? What's happening?
More emergency room
Reason
visits.
for that? Or you guys don't have the time?
Did we talk about your AFib yet?
No.
Oh boy.
Nope.
I did hear that, Dylan, you're heading out to California.
Yes, very soon.
It's great. My folks live up in Santa Barbara.
Lovely area.
I'm going to be going down there after I'm here. Helping out my uncle. Yeah, he's doing okay. He's doing okay.
Something's wrong with 4-track man?
But,
His nephew is here taking care of him?
Here, inside the 4-track. Yeah, my folks live up in Santa Barbara. You're probably not going up there, huh?
I'm not going to Santa Barbara. Nope. Not this time.
So, Lou, you're staying home for the week by yourself. Yeah. My uncle says that it doesn't happen very often. Says, you and he are gonna have some alone time.
Yeah, me and 4-track
It's
man.
great.
Yep.
He loves you. He loves you.
His rewind button is
He
broken.
loves you guys so much.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Dang.
it's broken.
Oh, no. Can we get it
Yeah.
fixed?
No. There was that kid in town that fixed my 4-track.
What happened to that kid then?
There's anything else
I don't know.
He also hung on to that 4-track for a long time.
He
Just set
did.
you guys up. And
When I,
classic 4-track style.
this guy is slow.
I was going to say,
Great
this is
show.
going on and on. He's getting in the way of my chatter.
A little bit later.
Yeah. Yeah. When I did get my 4-track repaired by a young man in town. And I think I dropped it off for him at 11 o'clock in the morning. And he was barefoot, smoking a cigarette and drinking a Sierra Nevada. He was young.
Yeah.
Like his fans are Dinosaur Jr. fans.
His fans?
His parents.
Hilarious.
Hopefully the parents
His
are...
fans are Dinosaur Jr.?
Yes.
The fans of his 4-track
Yes.
work are also Dinosaur Jr. fans? Fun.
The mother and father of the kid that fixed my 4-track.
Were they home?
No, they live in North Carolina.
Ah, okay.
Maybe they're listeners of the podcast.
Oh, hi there. Your son's doing great. He's
Well, I'll tell you what. If you're going to be smoking a cigarette and drinking a Sierra Nevada, it's okay if you're like 23.
100%.
100%
You get
okay.
20 to 30, a full decade.
A full decade.
Full decade to do that. And was he wearing a robe?
No.
That would have been great.
He was barefoot. He was not wearing a robe.
Yeah.
It took him a little while to
Hey, kid, if you're listening, add a robe. Add a robe. So, or if your parents are listening, send him a robe.
He might not be in Greenfield anymore.
Who knows?
The
Who
life
knows?
of a young person is fluid.
Totally.
They go from place to place.
I know. Can't pin them down.
He could have been like, wow, Greenfield is cool.
I'm here. I'm here for
could have been.
life. 6 months later, gone.
I'm here for the house show scene in Western Massachusetts.
So we have a few things to address. I'm trying to think of how many things to address. I'm in the crazy place. She, me, I, Adele is, that song has been roaring through my head.
It's the final countdown.
In approximately actually 1 hour, it's 2:30 right now, and at approximately 3:30-ish, I will be hitting the road, going east to Boston with a whole gang full of women, female energy hitting the road. Me and my mom friend, and not just my mom friend, she's my friend, Alexis, and combined her 2 daughters and Izzy, and we're actually flying to Los Angeles together. How fun is that?
Adele set up a little vacay to Los Angeles. This upcoming week is spring break.
No, it's February break. Spring break's in April.
Dear God.
I know. Well, so this
There's
isn't...
going to be another break?
There is. This is an East Coast thing. People, I don't know from where on...
February break. You know what?
Yeah.
No.
I know.
No.
Except I get to go to Los Angeles.
You set this up months ago.
Yeah, I guess
because
so.
I'm working on a very secret project.
Yeah, and you were going to be home and holding it down here in Greenfield with the kiddies and going to work every day. And so you were not able to come with. East Coast, I don't know how many states here on the East Coast do this, but yes, there's a week off for all schools, public, private, you name it. It's called February break. And being from Minnesota, I had no such break. That didn't exist, so I know it doesn't go that far. But I thought I heard someone say they did it for like skiing or something like that for families, like
really?
long time ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah, it was set up so families could have their week-long ski trips or something.
It's like a special New England vacation.
I think it kind of is, yeah, to embrace the winter. And it's just stayed. So...
Yeah, because it just hasn't been long enough after the winter break, after the Christmas break. It just hasn't been long enough.
Just a few weeks and then surprise.
Gosh, it's been a couple of weeks since our last really long break.
Yeah.
Why not? Okay.
Well, I will say this. Wait, what was I going to say? See, I'm in the crazy zone because when I'm leaving for a trip, it's the final countdown. I am really nuts, guys. I am like, the crazy feelings inside of my body, and I'm running all around, and I'm going up and downstairs, and I'm packing, and I'm.
Today is also Valentine's Day, and I would like to thank you for having Valentine's Day with me today.
I know, it's nice we got to hang out before I leave.
This Valentine's Day is scrubbed. That was my initial thought when I realized you were leaving on this day, because you can't really do anything other than pack on the day that you leave. But we were able to spend some time together this morning, and I was able to.
Indeed. We held hands, sitting next to each other, side by side on the bed. It was lovely. We held hands. We patted each other's thighs. It was so nice to hang out with you.
You're important to me. I actually got Adele some Valentine's gifts this time around.
Good. Thank you.
Is that unprecedented?
It is actually. I mean,
it's our 13th Valentine's Day together.
I didn't want to play my tiny violin, but we have talked about this in the past. You haven't been the best gift giver, but you did say you were going to kind of turn a new.
For those of you that remember our
leaf
Valentine's Day pandemic special, and if you haven't seen it, it's amazing.
Oh, it is. It's so good.
You should go watch it.
Put a link in the show notes.
We're going to put a link in the show notes to this.
Make that shit go viral.
It didn't do as well as it should have.
Totally. It has
It's
like
great.
3,000 views.
It's got 3,000
crazy.
views. That's
Come on, guys.
You know, that's great though. 3,000 views. It's great. But I do like a beautiful cover of a zombie song to open the show.
Yeah. And
Anyway.
your Fires medley. Ugh.
And the Fires medley is in there. When I do On Fire by Bruce Springsteen. This is medley. On Fire, a mashup they call them.
Yeah.
Just for the kids today, mashup.
It was.
I do a mashup of On Fire by Bruce Springsteen.
Your Sex is on.
Your Sex is on Fire by our secret
Wonderful
favorite band,
Kings of Leon.
Kings of Leon.
God, we
Don't tell
love them
anyone.
so much.
Don't nobody say anything about it.
Yeah.
We just like them.
We do.
Then what's the other one? Ring of Fire.
Yeah. Nice.
By Johnny Cash.
Yep.
Fantastic song. And those three all mixed together. It's kind of cool.
It's fucking great.
Go watch it. But during the course of that episode, I've got to point out I say something funny, but also true. Every day is Valentine's Day with Lou Barlow.
Do we really want to revisit that statement?
Isn't it? Sort of.
Oh, well, you got your little boy look on your face there, like you're in trouble.
I try to make it special every day.
You know what? I will say I am grateful every day because I love you and I'm so happy that you're my partner. And so, yeah, every day is Valentine's Day and you're my best friend and you're the best kisser.
Oh.
Yeah. You have the most wonderful, soft, pillowy lips. Sorry, everyone, that's TMI, but he does. They're beautiful, soft, warm, pillowy lips. God.
Are you okay with my face being red all the time? Oh, God, what the hell is wrong
That's
with
just red with the
Are you
beating
okay
of your
with
heart.
my fucked up heart? Oh, man.
Speaking of, let's circle over to your heart. So
So the other
okay.
day, two weeks ago,
2 weeks ago.
it was a big day for us because we were cleaning out the office. Oh, no, you were having the party. Adele threw a party at our house.
Oh, yeah, I was hosting menopals. Menopals is
Oh, you're outing menopals. I love this.
I mean, you know, guys. So
This is great. There's a gaggle of people that
are going through menopause and perimenopause that I'm friends with here in the surrounding Western Mass area.
Yep.
Not all moms, but some.
Oh, right.
And it's like, I don't know, a text thread 30 deep or something. And we are the menopals.
I love it. I love that so much.
I'm going through perimenopause, everyone. Have we mentioned that yet?
Yeah, perimenopause.
It's a hot trend, and I happen to be right on this trend. So I'm on trend currently. I'm also reading All Fours by Miranda July. Also touches on menopause and perimenopause and shaking up your life in your 40s.
Like laughing your ass off every night reading this book.
She gives me so many giggles. I love you, Miranda. God bless. Thank you. Thank you for being in this world, Miranda July. What a little gift she is.
A lot of great stuff.
Damn.
I've been a fan for a long time.
Yeah.
And once when I lived in LA, she walked by my house.
Stop.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. I
saw
know.
those eyes.
Yeah.
Moving past my house. I was like,
I know. Pale skin.
Unmistakable. Unmistakable.
Of course. Yeah.
Gaze of Miranda July.
Indeed.
I don't know if she saw me, but
were you in your front yard?
I think I was.
Oh.
I mean, I saw her walking by my house.
Did you make eye contact?
No.
Ah.
Also, Napoleon Dynamite walked past
Wait,
my house
so she
once.
just walked by?
Yeah.
Did she have any props like a dog or?
No.
Okay.
She was just
on
walking
a
and
walk.
observing.
Yeah, that seems very
Yep.
like her.
She was observing. My house fell in her gaze. I don't think I did. Mm-hmm. But
You never know.
you never know.
You never know, actually. I would say she's a person where things don't just slip by her. She's a noticer. She's noticing.
Yes. She's very observant.
She's very observant. And so I was...
Menopals.
So yes, going back to menopals, I was hosting one of our gatherings. Sometimes there's a meeting at like a restaurant/bar thing, and we all get together and chat about life. The first one I think was at Harvey's and Turner's. It's a restaurant there and owned by one of our menopals. And then the last one was at our friends Casey and Lynn, but I couldn't be at that one. So then I'm hosting this one, which means
we had to get the house together.
No dudes and no children.
So Izzy and I split for the night, but so we're getting ready in the morning. And
so yeah, we're doing the cleaning.
Much like today, which is like, the
scurry, the scramble.
Final countdown. It was like, boy, we're getting the house ready for a party. So I was like, this is all today is going to be about.
Yeah, menopals.
It was going to be about menopause and preparing the house. So I was doing I was dismantling our office at the same time.
Oh,
so
yeah, because we're doing multiple things, guys.
I was carrying bricks down to the basement. I was carrying boards to the attic. I was carrying huge boxes of CDs. And I don't think I had breakfast. I think I had...
And you'd had 2 espressos.
I had 2 espressos, and then I ate a gummy.
Did have an edible.
And it was a new edible. Because I really wanted these energy cubes, and they didn't have them.
Oh, okay.
And so they were like, oh, we got these. So I got my strain.
Where'd you get these from?
Heirloom. Heirloom makes made the energy cubes. They have since discontinued them. So I was very disappointed. I was like, you don't have the energy cubes?
Is that the one down in Amherst that looks like a furniture store?
It looks like a furniture store. It's like the fanciest looking dispensary in the
Heirloom.
area. Heirloom.
Yep.
The Heirloom Collective. So they're like, but we have these. So... I got these other ones that sort of the right strain. Anyway, I ate one, and they were dusted. They're like energy ones, and they were dusted with guarana.
Okay.
Which is like a high, but there's a bunch of it's caffeine.
Okay. Yeah.
Point is, it's caffeine. So I went way over my caffeine.
Not enough in your tummy. You didn't have your smoothie, or?
I don't think I'd had my smoothie yet.
Wait, had we discovered the smoothie yet?
I think we had. Yes,
we had, but you just didn't do it for some reason.
I didn't have dinner the night before because I was working on the special project.
Oh God!
And because my routine was all, so I was basically empty stomach,
compromised and flying high and going up and down stairs carrying bricks.
And then I just checked my Instagram and I got totally triggered.
Yeah.
And my heart just started going crazy. Which is not unusual for me because I do have this condition called SVT that has visited me.
Yes.
Over the years.
We've had a few trips. We've had a few trips to the ER.
How do you do to me? But that's like when your heart jackhammers at about 200 plus beats per minute. This was different. This was slower, but it was just my heart flopping around. I'm like, what the fuck? So, long story short,
Lou ended up in the emergency room.
The next day I went to the emergency room because I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I was just
you took Izzy and her friend ice skating.
I did. I took them ice skating with my heart flopping around.
And then Izzy took a scary tumble too. She was having a great time, and then she fell on her face and split her lip open and got a big old knot on her chin. It was like...
I was like, I'm not going to let her down because she really wanted to go ice skating. So I'm like, I'm going to go ice skating. You know what? This heart thing, whatever. It's not SVT, so I can function with it. But it's like, it's not a good function. It's kind of like really debilitating, and I feel tired, and my heart's flopping around at a random. I mean, it's just, and it had already been going on for 24 hours, and I'm like, so I got home with Izzy and her split lip, blood everywhere, split lip.
Poor thing.
It was rough. She's like, I'm never ice skating again. And I'm like, she probably isn't. Which is too bad because she really seemed to enjoy it. But so then I checked myself into the hospital, and they kept me there overnight, and they didn't really do anything other than give me metropolol, which I have done before. Anyway, I thought they were going to do the thing where they really shock me with some really intense
sometimes they do
medication. For SVT, they shock you with medication.
And sometimes they shock you with the paddles even to get it.
That's never happened to me.
Right back.
But yes, exactly.
Yeah.
If people know what SVT is, supraventricular tachycardia. But they shock your body, so then your heart goes, sorry, and then it starts beating normally. But they didn't do that with this. They just kept giving me metropolol, or as I like to call it, metoprolol. That's my dad way of mispronouncing it. Metoprolol. But they gave me metropolol, and that's all. I'm like, man, this is not... So I just basically hung out in the hospital all night long with the same thing, and I left with afib. I left with it still doing the same thing.
Well, they discharged you with it.
They discharged me with it, and they just gave me,
prescription for more.
For more of the medicine that I already have, but a higher dosage. And then it went away the next day.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I have not touched caffeine, alcohol,
nothing,
or cannabis since.
Yeah.
So I'm like sober as can be.
Oof. How's that feeling?
It's cool. I miss cannabis.
Okay.
If anyone wants to give me some constructive advice on whether I can continue to do cannabis, and cannabis not dusted with like a fucking energy drink or whatever.
Right.
Just straight up. Because now I'm afraid to do any of the things that were happening to me when it happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I have to say, I feel like I'm much more articulate. That I don't... I was speaking with a friend yesterday who I know is high all the time on the phone.
You were?
I was. And I noticed that he couldn't complete his sentences. And that's me on cannabis.
That actually is you on cannabis.
As evidenced on many of these podcast episodes.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like,
it starts
I can't
and stops.
finish.
Starts and stops.
Stop. I can't finish. I can't complete sentences.
Uh-huh.
Which is the first time that I've really identified something negative about cannabis. I mean, there are plenty of negatives that I could say, but nothing that I can identify that is like slurring when you drink alcohol. Mm-hmm. Alcohol has a very immediate and definite and identifiable effect that the person drinking doesn't necessarily notice, which is the slurring. Mm-hmm. But to notice that cannabis makes it difficult for me to complete sentences in conversation.
Yeah.
But the reason I like cannabis when I'm alone.
Uh-huh.
So I would like to have that in my life still in some way, but I'm scared of it now.
Yeah. Well, it's very recent. So I will say whatever you reintroduce, go very slow, and it's okay to take a little break and maybe think about it. And I mean, I don't know, even talk to a heart doctor about it. Like, is that...
I just figure they're going to say no.
Do you think they'll say no?
I'm actually really ready. Caffeine and alcohol, I'm like, I feel a lot better.
You look really,
I feel a ton better. And look, I mean, I did my nightly Marlboro Sauvignon Blanc.
My screen keeps going down for some reason. Okay.
It's okay. Don't worry about that.
Do you think I would have my little arrow in the middle of the screen? Oopsies.
It's okay.
Sorry, guys. Oh, we got to go. I'm literally going, and Lou's going to be literally staying, and then I will come to you from Los Angeles, everyone.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's right.
Hey, you two.
Gotta wrap this shit up. I gotta go.
Lou and Adele and Lou. It's time to wrap it up.
Perfect timing.
Adele's headed to the airport, as I understand. And, all right. Thank you to the listeners of Raw Impressions, my fellow listeners, I should say. I'm a big fan of the podcast. So this was a real pleasure for me.
Wrap it up, guy. I gotta go pick up Izzy from school.
I don't know if 4-track guy's coming back.
Just let me know. I think I'll look at my sketch.
Got messages I have to answer.
Look at that. All right. I'll see you next time. Look at that. All right. I'll see you next time.
And maybe we're going to talk when you get to LA. Maybe we'll do a podcast when you're in Los Angeles.
Maybe we'll do 2. Maybe we'll get back to 2, you guys. Maybe because Monday morning when I'm there, probably be a good time.
Okay.
Maybe do a mini music or
All right,
tiny
baby.
tunes.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Raw impressions.